Yeah, so it's just primarily hip hop, man. That's what I grew up listening to. So that's the kind of stuff that I wanted to make. So and, growing up, like my household wasn't really musical in terms of like people know how to play instruments and stuff like that. But just in terms of stuff they was listening to, I wanted to bring a lot of that stuff back and like actually flip it. So that was the fun part for me. And I didn't learn about the actual like musical part of it until a little bit later when I started learning how to cook from scratch. And I'm glad that I did because it's still stuff that I use to this day.
Yeah. And like when it comes from like cooking from scratch, when exactly did you learn that? Was that still in like that little era in 2010, or like how far after was that for you?
I say probably like 2012 is when I started like trying to learn how to cook from scratch. Because before it was just like, oh, let me just find how to sample and chop it up and loop it and whatever. But then I was like, you know what? I should start doing this other thing. And that was like harder for me because I have a musical background. I don't know how to play. I
Yeah.
still don't know how to play. So in terms of music theory that I know, it came from a junior college course and a music theory for dummies book that I still have. So
That's hilarious.
but yeah, it's just a lot of practice, and I'm not the greatest at it, but I do okay from time to time.
Well, going into like 2010 and 2012 when you were sampling and then learning just how to make your own sounds,
Mhm.
what was that like grind for you? Was that when things start picking up, or like were things going slow for you as a producer? And what did the day to day look like?
It was pretty slow at the time. I didn't really have anybody rapping on my beats. Now that I look back on it, because they were whack as hell. Good. I thought they were
Yeah.
good at the time, but this just is not good. So it was pretty slow. I didn't know anybody. And I ended up moving from Los Angeles to the Bay Area in 2011. So that was like right in the middle of that time. So, I was up in the Bay Area still making beats, but I didn't really know anybody. So it was hard for me to connect with people locally. So it
Yeah.
was definitely a challenging time. And it was kind of just one of those heads down, just kind of cooking shit up on the regular because I didn't know what else to do at the time.
Yeah. So were you thinking early on that it was going to be a career for you, or like what was that development in your mind like?
Not, I mean, I was hoping. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what I wanted, but my mindset at the time was way different. And honestly, if it would have happened back then, I wouldn't have been ready for everything that is required to do this shit. Like
Mm,
I would have flamed out. I wouldn't have made it. So I'm
for
kind of
sure.
glad it didn't happen then because now I know what not to do. I know the kinds of things that I'm looking for and the kind of things that I want. And these are things that I didn't know back then. So if I would have got on back then, I would have fell off. I wouldn't have made it. I already know. Just 'cause my
For
mindset
sure.
wasn't where it needed to be.
For sure. Yeah, I don't. I think a lot of people don't realize that like if it's not now, then maybe it's not the time for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, then walk through that process because some people quit and then come back to it, or some people try to stay consistent. Like, what was that like for you? Did you stop at one point, or did you keep going?
Yeah. So all the way up until 2015, I was grinding, bro. 2010, 2015, it's like five. I mean, 6 years, but five, whatever. Yeah, I was grinding, bro. And then, I stopped in December 2015. That's when my first daughter was born. I remember I was at the hospital, like waiting for her to come out, and I was supposed to do a Red Bull Big Tune showcase that night. And I had my flash drive in my pocket. I was at a hospital in the East Bay, and this event was in San Francisco. So I remember thinking like, I guess I'm not doing that. But
Yeah.
uh, at that point, I kind of knew that it was it for me.